What's up, guys? Sorry there hasn't been a video in a really long time. I was starting to do kind of the vlog or just home updates on what's happening at home and all of that, but then my daughter was born and COVID's still happening, so I've just been at home doing a lot of projects and mainly posting on Instagram, but I thought today would be a good day to just, show everybody what my biggest project has been, which has been all these cases. You can see some of them behind me, and instrument organization and all of that. And yeah, I just thought I'd do a little home, show and tell, and just show what I've been doing. So I'm gonna go through the cases 1 through 10. You can see 10's over there, and I'm facing 1 and 2 right now. So I'm just gonna go through these, and if you're interested to see, what I have in Cartage, and stored away and all of that for all the gigs that I do, then keep watching, and if not, I'll see you next time. All right, so this is the current state of my garage. We haven't been able to park in here for weeks. Apologies to my wife. We're both very anxious to get back in, but all of this stuff is getting picked back up sometime this week. So I've spent a lot of time organizing it, just getting everything labeled. My name wasn't on any of these before, and so now I have them labeled and numbered and very organized. So we're just gonna start with number 1, and yeah, here we go. So of all the cases, this has been my baby, because it started out as just pretty much an empty case, terrible foam inside. I recarpeted the whole thing. I'll include some photos now. So that's what it looked like before, and then the process of carpeting it. And yeah, and so this is my mallet case. This is case number 1. All my mallets are in here, mallets and sticks that I need for any gig. Got my name, number 1, all around it, and this is what it looks like inside. So there you go, all new carpet, all the mallets. So these are all timpani mallets, bass drum and chime mallets. This is a little bag of triangle beaters. Here you have marimba mallets, soft to hard, vibraphone mallets, soft to hard, some more vibraphone mallets. And there we got xylophone, some bells over here, miscellaneous, and then these are all like glockenspiel mallets, and then just some extra. These are over here are suspended cymbal mallets, and then all the metal right there, super balls, practice mallets, just some different implements. In here we have some bass drum beaters that I didn't want to go over here. Pencil bag. There's like a toolkit. I got extra, things for triangle clips, some a practice pad, tape, good to go. Miscellaneous things, more miscellaneous, just different implements, right? Different things to hit drums with. These all have, the hot rods, and then things with like rubber tips. These are all snare drum sticks. So yeah, that's all that. So I'll include a photo of the next thing that I'm going to show you, and I'll transition to it, which is that this whole thing pops out because there's more storage underneath. All right, so here we are. This popped out. It's now over here on the side. There's 2 L brackets. You can see the screws, but there's 2 L brackets that are holding that up. And I had these up here, these little knobs from my daughter's dresser that we bought. We ended up not using them. We bought different handles. So yeah, so I put handles here. This whole thing pops out. The little knobs make it level, which I just lucked out on. And then down here, we have a bunch of gong mallets, different implements. This is a radio transmitter for studio sessions, so that you can get a click track on an FM radio. So yeah, that transmits all that, and yeah, it's just great. So if I go to a gig, then it'll just pop out all like that, and then you can go and you have everything you need right there. So again, I'm really happy with this one. This is by far my baby. It's the first one I started on, and yeah, I'm really happy with it. I'm happy with how it turned out, and yeah. So now we'll go to case number 2. All right, here is case number 2. This is the snare drum case. There's my big 17-inch field drum. That does not go in this case. It's just being stored for right now. But you open this up, and there are a bunch of snare drums. So different snare drum stands. There's a piccolo drum, field drum, really deep snare drum, solid brass, or no, sorry, solid bronze, I think, snare drum, can't remember, and then another field drum. So this is the, hey, I have a gig, I need to bring a bunch of snares. This case gets dropped off. It has everything that I need in it. I actually just bought this case from an old teacher of mine, and it already had all these in it. So these are all new to me, but I'm super happy to have them now and very excited about this case. All right, on to case number 3. So this is the Cymbal Case. So you open this up, and there's a trap table on top, ready for, to be used for the cymbals. And I'll just lift this up, and this is all cymbal stands for suspended cymbals. These are Piatti stand. There's 2 goosenecks in there. So, and then some stands for the trap tables. So all that's good to go. And then these are, an arrangement of Piatti, suspended cymbals, ride cymbals, weird effect cymbals, China, splash, it just has everything. So, yeah, this one's, again, they're all good to go. This was another purchase, from my teacher, and really happy with adding all these cymbals to my collection. And then I kind of swapped out what I already had, and yeah. So there's the cymbal case. Now we're going to go into the 4 and 5, which are both accessory cases. All right, on to case number 4. This is the first of the 2 accessory cases. This was a new case purchase as well, and I've kind of swapped some things out to include or swap out what I already had and what was included in this. So here we have temple blocks, wind chimes, wind gong here, 2 trap tables with some cymbal stands for triangles and whatnot. I labeled all of these, and just to say what's in each drawer, and then each drawer is numbered, just so that if I'm at a gig and I'm with someone that doesn't know what's in the cases, it's in it's in drawer 3, or that way for me, I have a record of where everything is, and so I know that if I need something, I know which case it's in, I know which drawer it's in, and then I have photos of the inside of all these. So here is drawer number 1. Super fun, bird calls, weird whistles, things like that, slide whistles. These are all the sandpaper blocks and weird stuff, more sandpaper blocks underneath. We have the claves. These are all old train whistles. Oops. Don't want that to happen. There we go. Number 2, metal bells. These are cool. These are like old telephone bells. So that's super fun. This is the triangle and finger cymbal drawer. Sleigh bells, vibra slaps. These are all tambourines and jingle sticks. So these are all like rhythm tambourines, orchestral tambourines, and then just jingle things. Here we go in the next one. Wood blocks, Chinese wood blocks, normal wood blocks, slapsticks. Yeah, so there's all that. These are all castanets. There's 2 sets of hand castanets here, castanets on a machine. I have another set here at home, ratchets. These are or doorbells. There you go. Handbells, dinner bells, kabasa. Yeah, just that's what's in that drawer. And then the bottom drawer there's some foam to put things on, but some flexitones down there. This is an old crank sound effect from the vaudeville days. Let's see there you go. And water phone, all these bell trees, and then I have another bell tree we're calling the junk tree. It's going to go in here, and it's being a stand for it. It's being made right now by Rustic Percussion, so I'm excited to get that back in here, and then this case will be good to go. So this is accessory case number 1, and number 2 has more of the weird, or I don't know, eccentric eccentric percussion stuff. Okay, so this one opens up in kind of a cool way. I think it's cool. Kind of opens up butterfly, and then you can just see all the stuff right there. So again, I labeled everything. Every drawer has a number. It's as organized as I can make it. Here we have what are these? Kashishi, rattles, C-pods, Puili sticks, Heckos. This is all shakers. It's hard to decide like what to keep in here and what not to, but I've been buying double. Like here are these guys. There's another setup here. So here's my speaker for when I was playing music while I was doing all this. And here we have a bunch of like wood effects and weird sound effects, you know, all that kind of stuff. Here's the, you know, so just different ways to make music with all this stuff. Metal effects, different things, anvils, bells, you know, ribbon crashers, weird little mini cymbals, crickets, you know, here's this guy. So, and then like whistles and stuff like that. In this drawer are the agogo bells, the cowbells. So just, you know, different variety. I have to kind of stack this drawer up a little bit more so that there's more in it. Back there we have Cuicas, Cuicas Hepanike. This is a big pop gun. This is a fuche, which is like what a cabasa is based off of. A metal can, panderos, a doumbek, brake drums, little metal things. This is the towero, the Polynesian woodblock, and then some log drums, slit drums, you know, just some weird, interesting sounds, tambourines, metal guiros, guiro, whatever you want to call it. And then, yeah, there's just some other stuff and some bottles and some foam. So there you go. This is case 5. So between this and this is like all the small accessory stuff. And then we're going to go to case number 6, which is the Latin case. So this is the last of the cases that I bought new, or new to me rather. So you open this up, this is the Latin case. You got some rain sticks, some glass wind chimes, stands for all the stuff, a berimbau, and then there's only 3 drawers in here, some congas, which go on either of those stands, or that stand or that stand. Here we have the guiros, everyone has a different pronunciation. Maracas, shakere, so there's all those. And then in here are the bongos, which have this towel to kind of protect them, and the timbales. So this one's pretty straightforward. Still a really nice case, and happy to have a case to just separate all these instruments. Okay, this is definitely the most random of all the cases. This was another one that had the really bad foam, so I carpeted the whole thing. This is just kind of all frame drums. So we have a Bowron, just some weird drums with bells in them, Native American drum. This is an ocean drum, and this is like a full set of hand frame drums. So that one's pretty quick, straightforward. It's the smallest of all the cases, but I'm sure eventually I'll make this a little more organized and kind of like be more selective about what I keep in here. But I keep certain frame drums at home, and then these are just kind of all the extras. So there are the frame drums. All right, case number 8, maybe. Oh, there we go. There's my my pizza board. If you don't follow me on Instagram, I post pizza like once every week or 2. That's been my quarantine, you know, new skill. These are June drums, and then these are kind of the stands for them. One more goes right here. I just didn't have it with me while I have these here. But these are cool drums. They're African, you know, big, almost like toms. Their version of a... So there's like a full set of those. And that's just what's going to live in here for now. So this I'm calling just like African Case 1, because this carries basically just the Junes, and then it might carry some other stuff eventually, or I'll decide to repurpose it for something else. And then case 9 is the African case for all the accessories and djembes and stuff. So let's switch over to that one. All right, African case 9. This is like one of the more undone ones. I just bought some new djembe stands. I've never had those. This is just a Remo djembe, eventually another, I don't know, authentic or just, you know, real skin djembe is gonna go right there. Talking drum, this is just one that I keep in here for storage. My other ones I keep here at home. And then in here, we just have some, you know, African bells and shakers and stuff. So again, this is like the least complete of the cases, but I look forward to kind of filling that up. And then last but not least, I'm just gonna transition over to here to number 10. So as you can see, we've gone from 1 all the way around, and this is number 10. This is kind of the miscellaneous hardware case. So this is where the bass drum stand, some other trap table stands, conga stands, things like that go. And then in here, you know, all of your accessories that go into all those stands to hold things. And then on the bottom, I have these. When I bought my set of chimes, the guy who sold them to me he had these cases custom made so that you can take apart the chimes and slide them all into those I don't know, bags, you know, sleeve bags and all that. So those live in there. And so whenever anyone needs to borrow like a single note on the chimes or whatever from me, I just tell them to come in here, grab a bag, and then it's a little more protected. All right, I hope you enjoyed the video, the little tour. So those are just the cases that go to Cartage, right? And Cartage is like a big warehouse where you know, you pay to have things stored, and then the actual act of Cartage is, you know, if I get a big gig and I need 4 of these cases to go, I'm not going to fit them in my CRV. So I call them up, I tell them where they need to go, the date, and all that stuff. And then they give the rate, pass that along to the contractor or whoever's running the session or the gig, and it all gets there. So that's why it's nice to have all these cases. It's super organized, and that way, you know, you're just ready for anything, and you have everything on hand rather than having to bring a bunch of bags around and yeah, things like that. So again, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you have any questions about anything that you saw, I know I just kind of brushed through, especially the accessory cases. But this will probably be the only video I make for these because, again, these are leaving sometime this week. So I hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you in the next one.